Hello, today I want to share with you on something which is really fun but is critically important. Okay, so today I'd like to share with you on natural lower abs breathing. Okay, we know the people in Wing Chun practice the Xiu Ling Tao needs to develop or cultivate the lower abs breathing. And we know people who practice these healing arts, such as the 6 healing sounds, need to have the capability of the lower abs breathing, natural lower abs breathing, because the natural lower abs breathing actually increase the volume of breathing from 3 to 7 times the normal chest breathing. So for martial art purpose, there's a lot of energy there. And for the 6 healing sound, there's a lot of massive capability of detox and taking the fresh breath. So this is very important stuff, the lower abs breathing. And if you look at the internal arts like Zhan Zhuang or Tai Chi or different stuff, they all talk about they all talk about the natural lower abs breathing. So what is lower abs natural breathing? So then you ask around, people can tell you, oh, it's you contract your lower abs when you breathe. Or you lifted your anus when you breathe, or you lifted the Hui Yin, or the area between the anus and the genitals when you breathe. And or then you say, okay, you close in your Huan Tiao, these two sides, the back of the butt, contract in when you breathe. Well, that's all I really say. But what is lower abs breathing? Okay. So today I want to give you a process for you to experience it. And here on, you know what is lower abs, natural lower abs meaning means, and you can cultivate that if you like to. And that will help you to bring this into the Xiu Ling Tao or the 6 healing sound, because this is the prerequisites. Okay. And so I'm going to give you a process, how to do it, how to experience it right away, and then you can cultivate it. Okay. So one thing I want before this, I want to tell you one thing too. As in my Yikang Transform, I rated the body handling, the physical body handling is number 1, the basic layer. The second layer is the mind, the quiet down the mind. Okay. The third layer is breathing, the breathing layer, and then the fourth layer is the chi layer. Okay. So if you want to get into the chi, you need to go through this. If the lower abs breathing is not success, it's actually really tough to have any significant in the development of chi or even understand chi. This is the reality. Okay. So all these things back up. Okay. So the first steps of lower abs breathing is you need to be able to stand in the equal shoulder stance as the Yikam Kinkit of the Xiu Ling Tao. Okay, meaning the shoulder equal width stand, the natural stance. You need to be able to stand there with the whole body loose, and of course, with the 3 key points we didn't know. First is the bending, the slight bending of the knees to handle your body, so that your body can feel lightweight. If you have too bend, your body feel heavy. if you have straight knees, your lower part is unstable and heavy on the top, and you want to be in between them, slightly bend the knees so that the whole body feel lightweight. As for how light it is, depend on everybody. But as for how this feel, is the direction is like you can go lay on the bed and feel how is it when you lose your body, those type of feelings. Okay. So there's the lightweight. You're not loading any part like you lay on the bed. Of course, you're not going to get like you lay down on the bed, but you know what is the feeling and what is the holding on, tensing of the different joints or loading heavily. As soon as you know the loading, you know it's the wrong way to go. You have to go the other directions, losing it out. And bend slightly, not too much, not too little. Okay, that's the knee. The second thing is the back here and the butt. The butt must not pops backward. It must not chuck frontward and hold on there. Okay. Tuck backward, the butt pops out like that, will break your body into two, and your chi, the upper and lower body also fall apart. Okay, so there is a improper way of posture, or improper way of handling. I shouldn't say posture because it can be dynamic. Okay, and it must not tuck in like that too. If you tuck like that, you lock down the whole thing. Okay, you lock the whole joint and so forth. Hold on the joint. That's not it either. So it has to be like say when you try to take off your pants and go to bathroom, sit down the bathroom. Is the body is loose up. So this joint and the back, all this loosen up. Okay. That is what it needs to be done. Okay? The tailbones is like it's very straight down, not like this, not like that too much. It vary a little bit. Okay, so again, the mind doesn't know the body, and so don't force it. You know what it is. You accept what you have. Okay, as soon as it's loose, the key word is loose and nature. Okay, now the third one, of course, is the tuck in your chin a little bit, so slightly, so your this side is relaxed and like a hanging up. Okay, and relax your back, not compress your shoulder. Okay, balance. Okay, so this back is relaxed. Okay, so this tricky point behind the neck or the relaxed means that the chin is tucked in a little bit. The person is like hang up, and then the back of the lower back here loose up, and the knee have good handling. Okay, so in a nature stand, you have to fulfill this requirement to the minimum, so you are in the relaxed state. Okay, and the relaxed state, what you do is this. The first step is getting to what we go through, the standard nature stance in a loose way. Okay, now the second thing what you want to do is this. It's better actually to put your hand here on your waist. That way you know your the behind your neck, the chin will be okay, and then your shoulder will not doing this or doing that. Just relax at that, because we want to pay attention to this part, and so we want to place the upper body in a good position. Okay. So what you want to do is this. You have a parallel stance, and what you want to do is while you exhale, you move with everything's not moving. When you exhale, you move your weight, the body weight, from the center of the both feet towards your heel. Okay. Inhale, you let it go back to the center, like For example, right now, if you put your weight on your center of your feet or slightly at front of your feet, both feet, when you exhale, you move that, you push that body weight toward the heel. Don't go like that, okay? Just going slightly toward the heel, okay? So it's just like your weight here, you push it to the heel side, okay? And while exhale, inhale, so exhale, you go push down backward. Inhale, you let it naturally go back. You just lose yourself, relax and let it go back, okay? Now, if you do that properly, okay, when you push back, now I'll show you some dramatically stuff so you can see what I'm doing, okay? When I push back, you notice a few things happen, okay? Or when I shift back my weight while I'm exhaling, you notice in your body, your lower abs contract naturally. This bone here lifted like that, tilted like that. Your butt here, both sides of the butt, like contract in, and you feel like the area between your genitals and the anus lift up. So the lower abs contract in, this one going like that, the bones going like that, tilt up, the butt here contract in, and the hui yin, or the area between the genital and the anus, lift up. Inhale, you relax, and you come back to the weight in the middle position, and let the whole body relax as your major neutral stance. Okay. So you see, if you feel that nature with this, you don't even have to use any effort at all. That the lower abs contract in, this tilt up. The butt contract in, both sides contract in, and then the hui yin lifted. That is the lower abs breathing, the natural lower abs breathing. You don't even have to think. If you want to think, oh, I have to control my lower abs contract in, my bone, this bone here tilt out, and then two sides of my butt has to contract. And then I have to lift my hui yin. Well, sorry, your mind will not be able to do the job. So you just shift back your weight. That will happen if you exhale. And then after you exhale, you inhale, you relax the whole body and go back to the neutral stance. And of course, your weight shift back to the middle of your feet. Okay. So if you do that, there is the lower abs breathing. That's what it is. Okay? So everybody say, oh, I have to contract your lower abs, have to lift your anus, lift your hui yin and everything. Everything's right? Yes, it's right. But everything's wrong too. Because all these things happen at the same time. Nobody tell us that, right? And you don't have to use your mind either. It's just going that way. Okay? And if you use that part of the breathing, automatically your chest is relaxed. Okay? Okay. So that's lower abs breathing. Now you can go practice it. When you have times, you can put your hand down or this whatever, or put it in front. Make sure that your chin tucked in and all this thing, the natural stance and requirement hold, and like it swing a little bit. That's why if you look at my my Xiu Ling Tao practice, it had that. Because once you go into that, the resonance. Okay, so that is called natural lower abs breathing. Okay, now I have to learn this. If I don't learn this, I go theoretically like everybody. Oh yeah, I have to do this. We'll never get there. And especially for people who practice Xiu Ling Tao or practice the the six healing sound, where you need that basis to do the breathing. Like for example, the liver sound. I will detox the liver. It's qi. Then I have to use that. But if I don't have that, and I don't even know how to control here or there, and it gets stuck up, okay? So a lot of people doing six healing sound, they cannot make it works. Why? Because six healing sound is based on the capability or the tuning of the true natural abs breathing, natural resonance, with the mouth and the tongue mouth shape control. Okay? Same thing, the Yi Kam Yang Ma. If you want to say have the qi sing to Dantian, you need that. You cannot have this thing stuck in the chest and say, well, I want to sing qi to Dantian. I mean, there's no way. But if you do this, the standing, the qi go to Dantian, then that's what I mean by the fourth layer will surface. Okay? But it's still this, I mean, of course, the guy who is genius doesn't need this. They just go, yeah, I can do it. They're nature. But for us, we need to learn this process. Without this process, there's no way you can precisely, accurately get into the state of the lower abs breathing. Okay? And one other thing for people who practice Yin Tao too. You know, even the breathing influences your body weight distributions and your structure. So it is not about holding. It's about the whole body is dynamic. The only thing is that because Xiu Lin Tao is very subtle, the move is very subtle. It's not like the big move type of martial arts. Okay? So now you know the process, you know the feeling, you know what is the lower abs breathing, and if it exists in your body, you can identify what is and what is not, and you can develop it and cultivate it if you like to. And one thing is that don't do this thing, or do this thing only after an hour after your meal. Don't mess up your body and so forth. And for sure, everything comes automatically. The rule is nature in the loose in the body, nature in the action, the breathing, in the motions and so forth. Not intentionally doing this and doing that, or little anus or blah blah blah. And the mind has to be calm down, quiet. Okay. And do not lift anus, because lift anus can raise blood pressures and a lot of things. Okay. You want things to come naturally. Okay, and you don't even have to think about it. In this case, you just go and put your weight behind, and you know what it is. And when you're fluent, when you want to evoke the lower abs breathing, you evoke it. You don't even have to think about it. You just say, okay, like for example, when I want to practice the six healing sounds, I just evoke the lower abs breathing for detox and inhale, right? Exhale. Inhale. That's lower abs breathing. It's no longer use this breathing. Okay? And it doesn't have to be as with shifting weight or something, thing go naturally. So those shifting weight and so forth is only like a boat try to bring you across the river. After you cross the river, thing go nature. It shift automatically if it's needed. It do all this contraction naturally. That is what it means by nature in the three key points: loose, quiet in the mind, and nature in the motion. The nature is automatic. It's nature. Okay, that's for today. Thank you.